Hey, what's up, guys? My name is MargwooSims, and today we are building a very simple starter home for The Sims 4. Um, I'm using all the expansion packs in this one, and um, this is going to be sort of like a modern starter home, and don't worry, I made sure that it's under 20,000 simoleons. Um, So you may notice, if you just clicked on my channel, that this is my first video. So yes, I am new to YouTube, um, and I don't know, I guess recording was a bit difficult at first because I didn't have the right settings on my recording software, and that kind of sucked. So I already had like a house that I wanted to upload, but it ended up like all the footage was just totally messed up. So I decided to give myself a break and just make a simple starter house. And I figure since this is my first video anyway, a starter house is always a good place to start. Oh, that was really bad. Honestly, it's pretty late for me, so recording this audio, so bear with me through any very bad jokes. But some of my inspirations on YouTube, like sim video wise, um, is Deligracy. I love her videos. I think that they are amazing, and that's kind of where I get a lot of my build inspiration and I learn a lot of new knowledge from her. So, if you guys have ever heard of her, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, you should probably check her out. But yeah, I just kind of went, you may have seen a second ago, there was like wood planking on the side of the house. I literally never noticed that siding was kind of just basically wood planking, and I'm definitely going to have to use it a lot more now because I think it looks very nice and clean. So the kitchen, we had a lot of difficulty with it, mostly because it was the first thing that I built and I didn't really have like a color scheme in mind. So you'll see like I start off with like absolutely no color in this build. And eventually we do add more colors, and I really like how the colors ended up. They are just kind of like pastels and like baby blue and like baby pink and like this kind of like yellowish green color. So that green floor is going to get changed into a blue floor. Also, I switch out the counters for a cheaper option. And I think that the cheaper option actually looks completely fine. So yeah, um, started out being very unhappy with the kitchen, and I ended up being very happy with the results. Also, I switch out the appliances later on. Oh, and I add some cabinets here, but then I feel like since the space is so small, it just looked way too cramped, so I deleted all of those um, because there was just way too much going on in that tiny little kitchen space. Um, yep, so soon here, very soon, I'm going to change that floor, like literally right here. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of where I start to add a nice like blue color. That trash can I just placed gets deleted later to make room for a bookshelf because I figure, I mean, my sim is gonna be so bored um, with no money, and what would be more interesting for her, a trash can or a bookshelf? You do the math. So I put in that little baby blue sofa, and then I kind of realized that there's just like too much monochromatics here. And this rug is where I add in those pinks and like lime color, or like electric yellow or green or whatever the heck that color is. Um, because I just feel like the color, I don't know, there just needed to be a lot more color in this house. Also, I love those paintings that came with, what did they come with? I think they came with the movie stuff, whatever it's called. Um, we do go for a little bit of a more expensive fridge just because I hate how like the cheapest fridge and oven look. Um, yeah, and so this is gonna be the bedroom. I tried to place a full sized, way too big. This space was way too small for that. And I mean, obviously it's only a one sim house anyway, so I think they're gonna be fine. And I mean, when you get more money, you can always expand that bedroom a little bit. It's pretty simple to do. I added that siding into one of the walls in the bedroom. I thought that it looked better, and something that I like to do a lot is to have one wall in a room just be like a different type of wall, like different color or different wallpaper or whatnot. I feel like it just makes the space look kind of almost bigger. It adds more to the space. It just a lot less boring. This spot above the bed, I didn't really know what to do because I had those like thin windows up at the top, and there was just kind of like this gap, and I ended up putting some plants there, some wall plants. You'll see that in a sec. Yeah, there they are. So I added those in, and I kind of made them like not all in one line, like up and down sort of thing. We added like those towels on top of the dresser just because I want to make the space look actually lived in. It's always better when you add like clutter and stuff, um, rather than just have like the plain furniture. I really wanted to put a rug in here, but there was just like I couldn't really get anything that was the right size, and I didn't want to put the same one that I had from the living room in again, just because I don't know, it's too repetitive. So here's the bathroom. Kind of a weird shape for a bathroom. It's very cramped when I was like trying to build in there, trying to get the right angle to like place stuff in. We made a few of the walls blue just to stick with the color theme of the house. And yes, having a lot of difficulty placing things on those walls. But oh right, I added more siding to the house. And I think next I just placed some plants. Yes. There we go. I'm putting trees in now. It's always kind of weird when you just have like an empty lot, like no flowers or landscaping. I try to add at least a few trees if I can with the money. Right here we've gotten like some of the dark dirt, and I placed basically just these flowers. I tried to do other things in there, but they were all too big for the little like one block space that I had created. I tried to put things on the exterior walls here, like these little like wall crawling plants, but I don't know, I just felt like they didn't really fit the theme. And I also tried to put like an awning out here with like a flower over it, but I also just felt like it was like too much for this house. I don't know. The house had kind of like not that sort of feel. I don't even know what I'm saying, but it just didn't really fit the house. Yeah. But that's pretty much all that there is to this build. I just kind of put some dirt around the trees. I attempted to put some fencing here, but it ended up being too expensive to complete. I got super low on money at the end, but I made it. And then here's just a little walkway. So that's it. I hope that you guys liked this build. Let me know in the comments. Make sure that you like and subscribe for this being my first video, and I will see you guys all next week, hopefully. Bye!